As both counties move back into the purple tier, many parents and guardians are wondering what that means for schools reopening. Tonight, several school districts in San Luis Obispo County held a meeting to discuss what their statuses are and what reopening plans look like. KSBY's Melissa Newman joins us live in San Luis Obispo now with why district leaders are remaining hopeful their plans will stay on track. Melissa?
Richard, school leaders representing students from pre-K all the way through college were a part of tonight's webinar. Now, many who still have not fully reopened still have their eyes set on a January reopening date with hopes that the county will be back in a red tier or lower tier by that point.
Everything is consistently changing, and I think we need to remember the three things: to be flexible, to be patient, and to be kind with each other.
Navigating the ups and downs of school closures and reopenings has been a tricky one for school communities who are still trying to be optimistic as COVID-19 cases continue to rise. Cal Poly students are now making up much of the recent cases, something Cal Poly President Dr. Jeffrey Armstrong said in a webinar Monday they are working on preventing from surging.
Enforcement has been very strong in partnership with SLO PD. We've had over 260 cases that has gone to our student rights and responsibilities, with 56 of those involving off-campus gatherings. And so we have had some students suspended and asked to move off campus as well.
Several school districts in San Luis Obispo County, like Paso Robles Joint Unified School District, San Luis Coastal Unified School District, and the Atascadero Unified School District, now have their eyes set on a hybrid reopening for all grades that haven't returned to the classroom yet by January. Districts like Atascadero Unified are offering 3 options for students that include in-person instruction, distance learning, and independent study.
Maybe interesting for folks to know that the numbers for us, both elementary and our secondary parent registration survey, are right about 50% are choosing in person or vice versa distance learning, and those numbers happen to work out well for us, and we're happy to be able to provide those choices.
But school leaders say reopening in January will still come with challenges, like if a student wants to stay distance learning and their teacher goes back to the classroom.
The underlying theme of that question is, how in the world can you keep continuity with your child's teacher and offer these options to families? And this is the hard reality of this.
So what happens next? Well, Dr. Bornstein says that school districts that have at least one campus open can continue with their full reopening plans. Those that don't have a campus open can apply for a waiver, but waivers only apply for elementary schools. Dr. Bornstein says Lucia Marr still has not applied for a waiver. For now, reporting live in San Luis Obispo, Melissa Newman, KSBY News.
All right, Melissa, thank you. Most of the school districts in San Luis Obispo County have school board meetings this week where they will be discussing reopening plans. It is unclear at this time if there will be changes to schools in Santa Barbara County as the county returns to purple.